Destroy Foul Cave, northwest of Eisengrab. Oh, hang on. Which city had that training hall in it? Actually, that doesn't matter for this fight because we can't get our level 1 a new brother in this fight. Again, I'm assuming that there are going to be warriors, and our archer would become dead meat then if he has to do this fight. Luckily, there's really no shortage of missions to get lots of XP on her. It's just a question of when we do it. I'm hoping it's not going to be any warriors. What do we have? Okay, some warriors and many young. They're probably like 4 warriors and 8 young. We'll go with the spear wall up front. And we'll have the 2 crossbowmen doing work because they've got Twinkle Toes ability, but Tau is going to have to step in here. We'll put actually Davkul, maybe you form part of the spear wall. That looks pretty damn good. 2 nice crossbowmen. Padden, who's a dagger master, who is doing work with this battle standard anyway. It's not the ideal role. If maybe someone on the front line who is super low level. Melon is the lowest, and he's level 9. He's okay. Decent melee defense. These are all orcs, though, so they're all melee attackers, so I think the Eater Shields are going to be well worth it. It's fatigue, but it stops us from getting attacked. I think it's going to be worth it. The war side is always tempting, but no, let's keep the battle standard. What's the other option? The other option is we can alternate between spears and throwing weapons, but of course the guys on the front line don't have the ranged ability for that at all. No, this is good. This is fine. It's totally fine. I could try some throwing weapons instead of the crossbows, but 50 to 70 damage, 29 to 47, so it's not appreciably more damage, and you'll have to switch it. Nah, crossbows are good. Don't like this starting spot. But maybe it's okay. I can move of no consequence up there. Campana there. Let's do that. Bear in mind, all these orcs got to move before all of my guys, so I'm going to have to put down the spear wall this turn. Yes, jab. Jab. Good shot. Ugh, and they got cleavers. Those are the worst. No one can actually close in on you this turn, so you don't need to keep down a spear wall. 1, 2, 3... That's all they can do this turn. You've got flail. These guys here can alternate the shield wall. Remember, the orcs aren't completely stupid, so what they will do is they will wait. Make you use spear wall again. It obviously uses your fatigue. Is it going to be worth putting guts up on that high ground? I don't think it is, because they can just push him straight down. Any clear shots? No. Well, 78%. I think that's the shot we take. Okay, that's a tier 3 crossbow, and it is 70% of it goes straight through to hit point damage. And look at all the hit points. They must have like 400 hit points. Lot. You gotta swap with Jeb. $74, 70. Take that shot. Good lad. Just throwing some toothpicks, no problem. I suppose I can kind of hope that we get a wound here on one of these warriors. It's not terribly likely, but I feel like, yeah. Yeah, you're not going to wound them doing that little hit point damage. What if I should try to hunt down some orc goblins and see if I can't get the orc improved crossbow? Gee, I'm not going to put my spear down with Pi. I want them to come here because he's got a flail and he'll kick their asses. Tim, hold position. Oh, right, of course, that doesn't even attack there. Fair enough. I'm glad I put meter shields. Melon, wait. Of no consequence. Stay where you are because this orc war, I mean, you can't attack him, he can't attack you. He's going to have to go into height disadvantage to get any shots off on you. Guts, his turn is gone, so get your flail out. And miss. Nerd. I should have bought more fucking nets. I think at this point I have to get involved here. I can't stay back any longer. Melon. Eat him! Oh, these misses, lads. Lads. Just a little toothpick, not a problem. Stun, just annoying. Wonder if Patton isn't better off getting his dagger out and just selectively getting stuck in and just giving a good stab to these fuckers. I mean, he can't actually raise morale with that banner anyway, so it's kind of being wasted, I want to say. Shot Jungian. Also, 2 stacks of Headhunter, 3 stacks of Headhunter. The 25 plus 45? Or 45 in total, I don't know. Point is, there's a good chance he's going to hit the head when he attacks next. Turn done, 14 turns, 15 turns. Yep. Good shot. I think this is actually the play. Yeah, because then I can stop this warrior from getting into melee range of Tau. And Pana can... Is he using spear wall? Shield wall, he is. Pana doesn't care though. Nice armor, nerd. Tim, you can still axe attack. I don't mind if these guys close in on you here. Just wait. And this leaves of no consequence free to decapitate that orc nerd. I hope he's able to attack there. He should be able to. Don't move in there, that'll put you into contact with multiple enemies. Kryatar, I think you can just wait now, let them close in. That's fine, that actually tightens up my lines, which I don't mind at all. This is going to be the issue in this fight. Okay, Jeb can twinkle toes away, so I don't mind that too much. Oh, god damn it. Ugh. These shields are the worst. I mean, like, even if you have Axe Expert, it takes like 4 hits to destroy the shield. And even then, you'll just be buffing the Orc Warrior's damage. Guts is probably going to be stuck in a fucking stun lock. Jeb, I wonder if you shouldn't actually go to Ancient Bladed Pike, but with only 49 melee skill, I don't think it's worth it. This Orc Warrior might use his push in again. Maybe I'll just get to a better spot. I mean, I can't reload this turn anyway, so. 95%, 95. I feel like this guy's going to go down quicker because these two are attacking him. Don't stun, you bastard. Good hit, Tal. Again, twinkle toes on you again, so not the end of the world. Any wounds? Nope. Oh, that would have almost killed him. Fuck's sake, he's so close to dying. This is, oh god, these little ping sounds hitting the shield. Okay, Guts is in huge trouble, but I think at least he has underdog. If I can, I might even move Melon back so that Guts can swing in a circle, but it's all hands on Guts now. We've got to try to save Guts. Yes, that is absolutely the play for him, going to the dagger. The flowers are great because they go past the shield, but they don't do as much armor damage as I would like. Yeah, Guts is in huge trouble. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Jeb. Literally the worst, Jeb. Oh, oh my god. Of no consequence. Finally. I think we can kiss Guts goodbye. Gonna be dead, so 69%, 74%. Nice, good hit. Oh yeah, rip Guts, 100%. We've got Devgin, who's a sword raider, who's currently on the back lines, to take his spot, so it's not like it's the end of the world. And clearly Patton was being wasted on the back lines anyway. We need someone to take over the duty as sergeant as soon as we can. I actually think I forgot to equip the orc necklace to stop someone from getting stunned. Silly of me. Grishnak would be pleased indeed. Gork and Mork would also be pleased. Oh, shit. Ow! Now, you knew this was going to be a tough mission, but fuck me. These shields are the end of us. Worst. Armor is more or less holding. Of no consequence. You can quick hands your boar spear out and take a quick stab. Oh no, you can't. You don't have quick hands. Fuck's sake. 59%, 65. Oh, nice. Good lad. We're not out of it here. We're still in problems on this part of the fight. We still have problems there. I love that sound. It's so satisfying. Tim? Get him. Oh, you bastard. At least these fuckers aren't going to rise up like bleeding undead used to. So overall, it sucks we lost someone. But it could have been worse. Kratar, you can quick hands. Spear. There it is. Job, lads. Yeah, broken elbow joint. That means we have to retire him, unfortunately. Sorry, Guts. Thank you for your service. You've been bloody good. Time to collect our pay. Yeah, look at his melee skill. No good. It just means that Davkul will take up a position on the front line here. And then we can probably put Pi out on the flank there, although he doesn't really have Lone Wolf, so maybe not. Anyone else here have Lone Wolf? No. And Pi is level 12 already. Just change the formation up a little bit. We'll have just of no consequence off by himself. Guts, thank you for your service. I'm wondering if I shouldn't actually hang on to him. I mean, how much are we paying? We're paying 23 for him per day, but he is a cultist, so maybe we just... I mean, he's a B team guy, so we only use him if someone else is unable to fight. We need to get him on the front line. As a cultist, I don't think we can get rid of him. I mean, I assume the way it works is that the more cultists you have, the higher chances that you'll get the conversion event. Which is obviously what we want. We've still got the hammers on the sides of the formation there. It's only of no consequence off by himself. And he should be not stunnable. Yep. 78. Still, it's okay. Not great. I think he's got enough range defense. Let's up his hit points a touch. Okay, so... footwork, crippling strikes. I could also give him Lone Wolf and just make him run off to the side of the formation, look for flanks. That'll give him plus 15%. I mean, I expect to replace him anyway, so we may as well try that. I mean, what are the other options? He can take Killing Frenzy or Fearsome or Berserk. I don't feel like he particularly needs these. Give it a try. I mean, if he's off by himself, he doesn't have someone in front of him protecting him from ranged attacks. But with 21 range defense and anticipation, I think you have to back him just to stay safe against enemy archers. Okay, hang on, so that means not a very neat setup in our team, but it's only temporary until we get the right type of people fighting for us. It's going to be a little bit weird in terms of how we set everything up. Guts, you're still a flail user though, so hang on to that. Guts is there, he's good to go. He can fight whenever he needs to. Back to Tanburg. Good fight. Relations are improving. We'll be at Allied in no time, and that'll give us a great set of armor. Also, the second late game crisis could proc at any moment. It'll be interesting to see what we get. It's either going to be greenskins or civil war. I hope it's greenskins. 10,000 crowns, y'all. So we can start buying, like, disowned nobles, maybe even a nice hedge knight. Militiaman? Why not? I mean, I do love a wild man, but that's a bit expensive. Radolf is reasonably cheap. Ulf. Let's give him a try. Let's take a look at the new recruits. So bear in mind, Otto wouldn't be too bad as a frontline guy, but we don't need another frontline guy. We need someone who has stars in resolve. Ugh. Irrational, no stars, nothing. Radolf, you are terrible. Here's the big one. Ulf. We paid 13, and he's fucking asthmatic. And he's got crap resolve. Well, that was like 2,500 gold down the toilet. Oh well, that's Battle Brothers. The only saving grace there is that money is going to be very easy to get back. Okay, let's keep moving. We've got to keep working. We've got to keep looking for more people to hire. Stop in at Wolf's Wall and go buy some doggos. Let's see, a butcher could be a good candidate. Houndsmasters as well. Always nice to have dogs. You never know, you might get lucky with the Houndsmasters in terms of where their stars are distributed. Ooh, Baldur the Witch Hunter, definitely will try him. Ulfert the Farmhand, not for 400. Let's take a look at this Witch Hunter. I really hope he's going to have stars where we need them. Ooh, interesting, very interesting. So he's got awesome resolve, and he's got a star in range defense. So, we could make him a sergeant. So he can be like a crossbow sergeant. I mean, his melee skill is never going to be that great with Brute, the -5 melee skill. So we'll make him wear the sash, and he'll just be a crossbowman. So sergeant crossbowman. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So I think he's going to replace Jeb. My concern with him, though, is that the guys on the back of the flank need to have rotation to help the guys in front when they get in trouble. But then again, how often, or when last, have we actually needed one of the Huskars to swap out someone who is in trouble? That's almost never happening anymore, because all our guys on the front line are tough enough with their heavy armor and skilled enough to just use footwork to get out. Okay, I think it could work. So, we decided we are going to keep Alfred as an archer. It's Jeb who's going to get replaced. He's officially... Actually, no, wait, but we'll replace him anyway, but Baldur is in the place of the sergeant, so it's the Huskar that's going to get replaced. So here's the new setup. Very, very interesting. Okay, I don't know how this is going to work. Let's try anything. We've got to just stay loose, boys. Keep loose on our feet. Try different things all the time. Right, give us all your dogs. Actually, Baldur, you can use a dog. They don't have any work for us here, so... Where's the next nearest city? Hamburg. Interesting. I'm not actually sure how I feel about this recruiting drive we're having. It's not going exactly as I would like. That disowned noble with asthma, that was terrible. Right, we've just been here. Ooh, but Ivar, another witch hunter. We are still in the market for another ranged fighter to replace Jeb, so why not? God damn it! These crap stars. I mean, he has got a star in resolve though, so. And he doesn't have stars in range defense. Or stars in range skill. Ugh, puke. But his resolve is nice. I could make him a hybrid Bannerman crossbowman, and then we're going to have 5 ranged fighters on the back line. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? You see, even with no stars, range skill almost always seems to level up way better than anything else. Okay, so you're going to be our banner boy. And that means we need to replace Jeb. Here's kind of what it's going to look like. You'll have Belda as a sergeant. And you'll have Ivar as a quick-handed banner boy crossbowman. This could be interesting. We've got lots of ranged fighters then. This could be really good or really, really shit. Can't wait to find out which. Well, once we get the backline trained up and hopefully competent, we will be bloody good against like zombies and enemies that come lumbering towards us. We'll be able to fill them full of crossbows and bowmen. So if we've got 5 on the back lines, we should have 2 crossbows and 3 bowmen. The 2 crossbowmen will, basically choose the guys that our bowmen target, because the crossbowman will attack an enemy and inflict a wound. And then the bowman can focus them with executioner for the extra damage. Justify, yep, a lot major has happened since the last time. Nothing particularly that I want here. At least aliens are green, yeah. So Justify, we're going for almost a complete overhaul of tactics. So instead of having the 1 sergeant in the middle of the formation, 2 archers and then 2 huskarls, we're going to go for a sergeant and a banner boy on the flanks. The banner boy and the sergeant, I was thinking of doing melee fighters with rotation to rotate the guys out in the front when they get into trouble, and then to use rally the troops whenever they are needed. However, all of our frontline lads are high enough level and strong enough, and they all have, well, most of them have footwork, so they can get out of trouble if they are in trouble. This gives us the opportunity to have incredibly strong ranged back line. Which hunter had this? Well, I mean, I don't want to give these helmets because they impede vision. And I mean, these new fresh recruits in the backline are really only going to be fighting if it's an easy fight that they are not going to be in danger of getting hurt with. These aren't house affiliated, so we won't do it. As always, we'll still keep an eye out for any cultists we can get. But the other big decision I made is that just hiring cultists is clearly not going to work for us in the long term, because cultists are such poor fighters, and I think we already have like 6 or 7 in our group. We just, from now on, we have to hire proper fighting classes and just count on the existing cultists to convert the rest. Thanks, Justifer. I was very heavily weighing up starting again, so we can do this tactic that I'm doing now right from the start. Ooh, a flagellant. And a historian could be quite good. Walter, the flagellant, has actually quite nice stats, but we don't particularly need another frontline person, and he doesn't have the star distributions for a backline person. Bloodthirsty Brute is bloody great. But I mean, we've already got Padden and Guts as frontline replacements. Jost is 3 stars but 36 starting range skill, so he'll never be a decent ranged fighter. And Walter, I just don't really have space for him. Well, I mean, Historian this lad could be quite crap. I would only use him as a B team fighter, and I mean, actually I should have hung on to him just as a level 1 Historian, because if you get a map, then great, you can use him to decode it. I mean, we earn so much money. Damn, I should have kept that Historian. Even if you only keep him in your squad to decode the additional, the occasional map that you find, I think it's worth it. I really had no intention of having him do much fighting. I mean, we're wealthy enough and we're earning enough money easily enough that I might even consider taking on a minstrel as well. Just to help, you know, with the morale. Have him do the occasional fight. We are a wealthy and famous company. It's time that we start treating the guys well. Greenskins, 2 skulls, marauding on Eichendorf. We could hunt them down, but you got to pay us more. Hey, oh, for God's sake, Jungian. Padden and Guts are probably going to end up being in this fight. We'll see what type of greenskins are up against. If they are orc warriors, then our new guys won't be in the fight. You find Tau. Ooh, paid off something else. Oh no. Leave him to his crowns. I'm happy for him to get paid. I've never actually taken the other option there with the wild man. I'm pretty sure that if you try to trade his money away, I mean, best case scenario, you save 1 day's worth of pay. Worst case, you piss him off and he gets disgruntled, which I don't want. So yeah, we'll see what type of greenskins are up against here, but the chances that the new guys will be fighting against these greenskins are pretty small. It depends on the event, like yours. You get a random pop-up with a merchant saying, do you want to buy this map? And it's like 3,000 gold. But if I have the money, I would 100% buy it, because if you have the map and you have the historian to decode it, it shows you a ruin on the map, which is guaranteed to give you a legendary. So it's expensive, but I would consider it to be absolutely worth it. And if you have a thief in your party, you can have the thief steal the map. And that's also true. They remove the dumb trait. They have a chance to remove the dumb trait. They also have a chance to write a story about the company, which gives everyone a mood boost, which I've had before. In one of my offline campaigns, I have a historian who's my sergeant, and he's actually pretty damn good. I got lucky; he got stars in all the right places. Yeah, I hope it's orcs. I really hope it's not green and not goblins. Oh, it's only Orc Young. Okay, good. So that means the new guys can actually be part of this fight. You know what? Why don't we have Ivar just throw javelins at these buggers? In fact, Alfred, you too. And you can take a pike once you run out of javelins. This does mean we're going to have to go with spears, which we already have equipped, thankfully. This should be interesting. Loads of ranged weapons. I mean, on some of the frontline lads, you can even make the argument, like with 39 range skill, and because he's between 2 guys with spears, he could even start with... oh, hang on, throwing axes. Tim could throw some javelins, while the other 2 keep the orcs off him. Why the hell not? do the same here. Unlikely to do much, but hell, if it does anything at all, it's probably worth it. Wait, of no consequence. Do you have Lone Wolf? But I'll tell you what, until you have quick hands, just stand in the shield wall. That actually means I can maybe get one more person to throw some weapons. Nah, fuck it. Go back to the way it was. Not javelins. Throwing axes are superior, I believe. Cool. Bunch of Orc Young. Let's see, we can maintain a spear wall. And we should be able to take care of them with all of our ranged. 15 of them, I expect. You've never found a Houndsmaster? Well, if you go to a city that has a kennel, you're almost guaranteed to get one. A distinct lack of shield so far, which I quite like. It's great, only 3-4 shields so far. 5 out of 15. 6, 7, 8 out. Okay, so I'm just over half have shields. We're all going to move one step forward here. Look at that, 35% chance, and that's a bit of armor shredded that we wouldn't have otherwise gotten. I think that's worth. Nice. It's the beauty of the throwing weapons. You don't have to have much range skill to actually hit with them because of the increased hit chance from being so close. Haha! 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't wait to get some decent archers and upgrade to warbows. I miss using warbows. They're so superior to these crossbows. Evening hands. Good stabbing. Who's that? Campana. I'd say Campana is probably our best fighter. You know what, Ivor, wait. See if any of these orcs actually break the spear wall. Oh, so close. Literally one hit point. Oh, fuck's sake. God damn it, Alfred. I don't know why the throwing weapons are so funny. I think we found our anti-orc technique. Like in this situation, we've only got an 8% and a 12%. I think throwing at the back line is a better option because it's going to spray and it gives it a chance to hit these two. Like that. These orcs are struggling. Yeah, that's actually right. I used to have it sped up and then faster player movements. It was faster. That's odd. Aha! Get him, Ivar. One of the buttons on the top. Okay, I'll take a look. It used to be automatically to like quickest, but there was recently a patch. Maybe they changed it in the patch. Alfred. Fancy throwing axes. Alright, Davkul, stop playing around with those fucking throwing weapons. Let's get stuck in here, boys. Enough of this frivolity. Screen, hardware cursor, audio, video, UI scale, scene scale. Yeah, I don't know why the animations are so slow. I've got the box ticked for the fast animations. Don't know what to tell you, boys. They're going to charge into us now, probably do some stun locking, but oh well, that's fine. I think they weakened enough that we can all just kill them. Must be a bug here, probably. Yeah, it's just orcs, we'll be fine. Although all these clubs with the stun locking is going to be fucking annoying. Oh, he's netted and you still missed him. Ivar, you are literally the worst. Jungian, close range, miss! We have decent armor, I think we'll be fine here. Yeah, we'll be fine. Orcs are a silly race, but they do die rather easily. Come on, have no consequence, I need you to hit that. Actually, I fucked up. I should have moved off no consequence. He's not getting his lone wolf bonus. Fucking Pi has been stun locked for like the last 4 or 5 turns. Oh, good dodging. Well, that was underwhelming for a legendary set of throwing axes. But I suppose that weapon's only as good as the person who's throwing it, so... Oh, Campana, he's fleeing, mate. Oh, lads. Nice, you again, good hit. Oh wait, no, I can't equip my pike until I throw my net. Stupid inventory. Oh, jeez, like, what am I doing? Overconfidence. It's a slow and insidious killer. That's so pleasing, seeing the little orc head go flying off like that. This pleases me. It's over. Go get paid. Well fought, men. That was a good one. Back to Tiefenstadt. While we're here, we should actually see what we can get in terms of hiring some troops. We are still in the market for... Ooh, Hubert the Lucky. I think we have to hire him. He's a hunter. If he just has stars where we want them... Ah, damn. So the stars in range defense are amazing, and starting range skill is okay. I was going to say, why is he the Lucky if he's insecure? But he's a survivor. So with these stats, is he going to be any better than Jeb or Jungian or Alfred? Not really. That sucks. I think we fire him. We can't use him as a sergeant or a banner boy. Okay, another 1,000 gold down the toilet. God damn it. Yeah, recruiting really sucks. It's so expensive. Oh, I should be more specific. I should say fishing for particular classes is very, very difficult. Yeah, let me bear in mind now. So this is going to be a crossbow sergeant, so I'm always going to take resolve and fatigue and range skill. Damn, that means I'm going to have to... I think I should maybe build him a little bit differently. I think we go for light armor, nimble, dodge, recover. I can't give him the typical archer's build here because I'm trying to make him a sergeant and a crossbow user. I'm going to have to compromise on probably range defense. He's got a lot of initiative, so he'll benefit from the dodge. I'll take dodge and nimble on him. And if it doesn't work out, that's an experiment. We would have learned something, so not the end of the world. Interesting times. What Davkul's chosen. We're doing things very differently. Thinking I might want to give... what's Balder's second weapon going to be? You know what? Just carry some nets. Catching mofos. The whole throwing weapons on some of the frontline guys was entertaining. I'll definitely do it again against certain enemies. It would have to be the correct enemies to do it against, but I would 100% do it again. Patton, you're a Dagger Master. Tau, you're a Huskell. That's a totally fine loadout. Okay. It's all too expensive. Junk. Get rid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Onward to Tiefenstadt. I do like that we've gotten to a point where we can do these missions fairly routinely that give us this amount of money. I mean, think about it, 2,500 crowns for just that fight. It wasn't too long ago that we would have killed for a payday like this. And it would take us, you know, it would be a huge thing getting this kind of payday. Now it's just a fairly routine mission. I think we keep fishing for better brothers. We've got two guys who we are going to turn into a sergeant and a banner boy, but I'm not at all happy with their star distribution. I also think that some of these new archers we've bought haven't cut the mustard. And I'm getting the feeling that this playthrough is going to go... I want to get to day 365. So we've got a long way to go, which means you have to be absolutely satisfied with the stat and star distributions of your brothers, because if they're going to stay around for that long, they need to be, and if they're going to be part of the toughest fights, they have to have the right star distributions. Wonder how far we're off from getting to Allied. I should think it's probably 3 or 4 more missions here, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Entering Tiefenstadt, not long until Sergeant Crossbow is bothering the locals. Okay, it reflects badly. I know it's going to piss him off, but so what? He'll get over it. Is this Iron Man? I don't think it is. It's Honestman. I've only played it on stream, so and I don't do any save scumming. The reason I don't do Iron Man is because in the past I've been stupid enough to accidentally save over my save file, and then, you know, we lose the entire campaign progress. But it's effectively Iron Man. I haven't save scummed and I won't save scum. If you've watched for any length of time, you'll see how many people I've lost. So it's not like I'm going to save scum to avoid losing someone. The northwest of Tiefenstadt. We go check it out? Maybe. But then again, I'm really conscious of this ambition. I really want to keep doing house-affiliated missions. Like, even if there is a relic in here, potentially. I'll clear it out once we've been given a patrol mission. It's not going anywhere. Okay, it's been a good little 50 minutes. Let's take a little break when we come back. Keep working for what house? Rabenholt. See if we can't get to Allied status. The other things we're going to work on, leveling up our new guys. Yeah, 613, thanks for the follow, my man. Welcome to Camelot. Tis a silly place. And see if we can't find better fighters to take the role of Banner Boy and Sergeant. Jeb, eventually we're going to look to replace him. He's going to be a B-team crossbowman. I mean, 78 at level 9 is pretty awful. Alfred, I'm looking to replace him as well. The Iron Lungs is amazing, but no stars in range skill. We never know. If he gets lucky with his numbers that he rolls leveling up, he might get changed to an A-team. But I don't think so. Avar... hey, I'm gonna give you a B rating. I think we can do better for a Banner Boy. And the same with you, Baldo. I mean, it's interesting that we've got sergeants and banner boys that are going to be ranged fighters, but I would genuinely prefer to have them be melee fighters. Oh, you're very welcome. All my gifts are multi-Python related. The donation one is the little voice line from "And they were forced to eat Robin's minstrels, and there was much rejoicing." Yay! And then the sub follow is Bedivere getting knighted by King Arthur. I think I should actually make some new ones. I want to get Dennis the Constitutional Peasant into one of them. And I want to get the whole arguing over the coconuts. Where'd you get them then? We found them. Found them in Mercia. I have to get that in somehow. That's easily the most quotable movie of all time. You know, never mind. I was saying I'm going to take a break. When we come back, get back to the grind, really. See if we can't get Davkul's chosen into a better spot.